And even before he's kicked a ball here in earnest, Ruud Gullit has made his mark. Wembley say it's the first time that a friendly international here has been technically sold out before the day of the game. People had to book early because there's no pay at the gate for security reasons, and the gaps on the terraces are in the segregated section which was set aside for Dutch supporters. So lots of people booked early, wanting to see the world's most expensive footballer, whose transfer fee of £5.7 million is precisely 3 times the figure our own most highly priced performer, Peter Beardsley, fetched when he moved to Liverpool for £1.9 million. Beardsley out to prove he's rather more than 1/3 as good as the Dutchman, on a night when he hands the England captaincy back to Brian Robson and welcomes back Gary Lineker as his attacking cohort. Indeed, apart from Terry Butcher and Chris Waddle, both recovering from injury, these are the players Bobby Robson might expect to start the European Championship. Now his opposite number, Rinus Michels, bases his team on Holland's 2 leading clubs. PSV and Ajax supply 8 players, including goalkeeper Van Breukelen, once of Nottingham Forest, and 36-year-old Arnold Muren, formerly with Ipswich and Manchester United. And if centre-forward John Bosman is proving a deadly goalscorer, it's worth noting that the adventurous sweeper, number 4 Ronald Koeman, is the top scorer in the Dutch league this season with 21 goals, only 7 of them penalties. So here we go for the European Championship rehearsal. Holland wearing their orange shirts and white shorts. That's Koeman. Van Aale, the number 5, will play it right back there, possibly having to pick up Barnes, and the big number 2, Troost, is the stopper. There he is to the right of Koeman. Bosman coming deep and offside against Gullit. Forward by Tony Adams. Good support for England from the terraces. And support coming in here from Gary Stevens to Trevor Steven. And already the Dutch are being tested. John Barnes got across well there from Trevor Stevens' approach play. The Everton combination so useful on the right to England. Stevens and Steven. And Barnes came in that crowd to get the header in. And here's Gary Stevens. Gary Lineker's made a nice run forward here. Neil Webb is with him. This is Steven. And England force the corner. Watson and Adams have both made their way forward here. And Watson's in there. Van Breukelen relieved to see that cover in front of him. It was a vicious in-swinger. And here's John Barnes on the right. Lineker still well forward. Steven. And Brian Robson fouled by Wouters. England's free kick with 10 minutes gone. Watson is again well forward here. Played short to Beardsley. Corner. Trevor Steven has gone across to take it. There's Watson. And Adams is going to that near post area as well. Koeman with the header. Steven. Still the big men stay forward. Kenny Sansom now. Offside flag is up. Now it won't count. The offside flag was up well before that was driven in by Tony Adams. Disappointing for the crowd, but I have to say the East German officials were right. Adams finished it very nicely. Kenny Sansom curled the ball in, but the flag had gone up, and Adams' volley counts for nothing. This is Wouters for Holland. Haven't seen much of their attack so far. Now Van Aale joins in. Bosman. Hollit's offside. Stevens, long ball, looking for Lineker. Oh, he's outpaced them. Gary Lineker scores for England. What a beautiful goal. Gary Stevens with a superb pass that caught the Dutch napping. And this is Lineker's speciality. The pace is what counts, but so too is the composure and the coolness with which he steers the ball past Van Breukelen and gives England the lead in the 14th minute. It was old-fashioned stuff, if you like, the orthodox ball pumped forward, but look how Lineker has got goal side of Siloi and jabs it past the goalkeeper. I haven't seen much of Arnold Muren so far. Here he is now, playing on the left side of midfield. Willet. Wouters. Vandenberg. Van Aale. Well, Arnold Muren played here in the FA Cup final for Manchester United, and indeed in the League Cup final for them, and had some fine years at Ipswich under Bobby Robson, of course. Here's Webb. Robson. Stephen. 20 minutes gone. England 1, Holland 0, and Hullet getting some good-natured barracking when he gets in possession. Here's Wouters. Muren. Well, they found a way through there, the Dutch. It was a good run by Wouters, and Hullet, oh, it's gone in off Tony Adams, I think. I rather think that's an own goal. Hullet is getting congratulated, but I don't think it was his. It was swung through by Ronald Koeman. Wouters had made some run, that's for sure. As it comes across, it evades Peter Short, and that's surely got to be an own goal by Tony Adams. Unlucky, but it's 1-1. 21 minutes gone, and the Dutch strike back. They had a free man, and yes, that's the Arsenal defender's goal. Disappointing for him. Van Aale. Vandenberg. Koeman. And some confidence spreading through the Dutch camp now. There goes Vandenberg. Van Aale. Hullet. And Hullet makes a run again. Kenny Sansom having to be aware here. And Hullet got the ball back, and Bosman goes in. And there's a goal for Holland by John Bosman. 2-1 to the Dutch, and Hullet again instrumental in the build-up. England from 1 up now find themselves 2-1 down, and never got organised after Hullet got Kenny Sansom in a bit of a corner there. The cross was driven, and the flying header by John Bosman, who is making quite a name for himself as a goal scorer in both club and international football. It was well worked again, and Bosman will be pleased with the header. He's the man who's developed so much while they've been without Marco van Basten. Throws to Gullit. Oh, well played. That's good football by Holland, and the first half ends on a high note for them. England made the best possible start with a goal in the 14th minute, inevitably from Gary Lineker, but then 2 goals in 5 minutes for the Dutch. Unlucky Tony Adams turned the first one into his own net, and then Johnny Bosman with that flying header, number 9 there, put the Dutch 2-1 in front, after which Gullit's team held their lead, and England lost Peter Beardsley injured and had to replace him with Mark Hateley. So half-time, England 1, Holland. Well, if Holland do win tonight, they'll become only the second foreign country to defeat England twice here at Wembley. Holland won here previously in '77. The only other nation from overseas to have 2 victories here to their name are West Germany in 1972 and in 1982. However, England may have a say in whether or not that does happen tonight. Troost for Holland. And now Gullit. Bosman, Vandenberg, Wouters, Webb. Gary Stevens. Webb. And this time, Watson collides with Wouters and gets the worst of it. 2 number 6s running into each other there. Nasty crack on the head for the Everton defender. Throw now goes to England. Incorrectly taken. Here's Webb. Bosman, Van Schip. Bosman. There are times when the understanding in the Dutch team underlines the fact that it's drawn so heavily from only 2 club sides. PSV, who are running away with the championship there in Holland and had 17 consecutive wins from the beginning of the season. And here's Gullit of AC Milan. And there's a chance there for Wouters. Well, England were caught again sleeping rather. Gullit just drifted the ball in, and there were 2 of them there coming in, and Wouters got there first and might well have made it 3-1. But again, the imagination and the invention comes from Ruud Gullit, the most expensive player in the world, carving out another opening for Holland. It is a friendly. He salutes the crowd, they applaud him. It's been quite a virtuoso appearance, this, from the most expensive footballer in the world. And Rinus Michel makes the change. And Kreuzen will replace him. Now, where will Holland go without Gullit, I wonder? Vandenberg, Sanson, free kick, Vandenberg the offender. Adams, Haitley and Watson all a threat here. Adams came in, and it's a goal for England. And Tony Adams has scored at both ends. It's 2-2. Trevor Steven curled the kick in, and Adams got highest, and it went in. And what a night for him. England always likely to work well at the set plays, and that was a well-taken goal by the Arsenal defender, who thus has the distinction of scoring for both sides in a Wembley International. The goal came in the 64th minute. Within 60 seconds of Ruud Gullit leaving the pitch, England are suddenly on terms, and psychologically, that's quite a lift for them. Koeman for Holland. That was Adams' second international goal. Here's Haitley. Barnes offside. Kreuzen, Bosman. Here's Lineker. Vandenberg. Well done, Brian Motson. Trevor Steven in support again. Good play from him. Gary Stevens, three waiting in the centre here. Tony Adams joins the attack again. And you've got to give this lad tremendous credit, both in this match and in Germany earlier in the season. He got up to a shaky start, but he's got the character to come back. And now Vandenberg for Holland. Bosman. Well, there's certainly an awful lot of poise gone out of the Dutch side since Gullit went off, which is not to take anything away from an England team who've got to grips with the game since half-time. Vandenberg. Van Aale. Bosman. Wouters. And again. Muren. Siloy. This is Kreuzen. Muren again. Koeman. Siloy. Koeman again. And that's lofted by Hoddle, what, 50 yards? Trost came in on Lineker and left him flattened. The referee applied an advantage because Barnes had possession, and he's tried to release Haitley. Oh, and Trevor Steam's in a terrific position. The ball went just behind him. Hoddle's following up. Haitley's coming in now. Well played, England. They got on with it there all right. When Lineker was injured and out of the proceedings, England went on. Mark Haitley was a bit unlucky here because he did everything correct, and Trevor Steven couldn't quite make contact with the cross. Glenn Hoddle was quick to follow up though, and England looked threatening. Haitley's header just going away. Push and shove. Free kick to Holland. 2 minutes left. England 2, Holland 2. Koeman. Coach, number 12. Oof. And Trevor Steven. Lineker's bursting forward. Robson coming up behind him. Haitley wants it long. Still Steven. Robson, no, not quite. And the Holland break with Van Aale. Muren to Vandenberg. Oh, well won by Trevor Steven. Took it away from Coates. Lineker. Haitley's made his run. Well, England have played with an impressive stride and determination in this second half. Lineker's been looking for that moment of inspiration which could so easily have won the match for us. And there's no doubt it's Holland who will be the more relieved side to hear the final whistle. Well, if you're looking for pointers for Dusseldorf, you'd have to say the Dutch showed great skill and perception while Hullet was on the pitch, but have looked second best since he went off. And England dug deep into their resources after going through a sticky spell and are ending the match in the ascendancy. The end of a most interesting international with many points of discussion for the two managers to take away with them before they meet competitively in June.